Okay, good, and it's behaving itself this time.
Also, I like the pose.
Thank you. She is a very shy character. To be fair to her, though, she's like 3 feet tall.
Am small.
And very shy.
Am small. Mad because tall.
No, she's not really mad about her height or anything like that. It's just definitely oh, okay now. Okay, this is a thing I have to deal with for the entirety of my life. Oh, thank you.
You just worry about Twitter.
Hello. Took care of Twitter. Yep. And this is going to be the art for her current appearance. And I need my stabilizer on. Yeah. Hello. Hello, everyone. Yep, I remember. I remember game time. I remember it's Saturday.
Yeah, that's why we don't do any games on Saturday, because you got that.
Yep. Currently, the party is investigating a something or other.
Oh boy, is something or other?
Well, we know something happened, but we don't exactly know what. It's one of those scenarios. Something has happened. Do you know what? No. I suppose that's why you hired us. So Minerva is the party's caster and somewhat the brains of this operation.
Okie doke. And that's probably because you, as Susan, have to wrangle gremlins.
Well, she also has like a stupidly high intelligence.
Ha!
Yeah. Minerva is based off of a pseudo dragon.
I remember you saying that.
Yes, I'm just refreshing people's memories.
Oh, okay. I'm dumb. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'll
It's
shut up.
okay. You're not dumb.
I'll shut up and hide in the corner.
Anywho, so Minerva is based off of a pseudo dragon. So while she is technically a member of the dragon family of demifauna, she's on the small side.
I love everyone just playing off of something or another.
Okay, I legitimately can't remember the name of what we're dealing with. Probably because we never got told it.
I love crows. Something I can handle. Another I can handle. But both?
Nope. Just gonna pretend that didn't happen. Next it. Okay, now I have to show the autocorrect.
What? What autocorrect?
I just approved it to be shown to the public.
Oh, hold on. It hasn't come through yet. Love licky warts. Love feet licky warts and all. I don't have any warts either. What were you trying to say?
Well, the phrase warts and all means, like, I like you despite your negative personality traits.
I have negative personality traits?
And now the chat is roasting Mumsy. But anyways, Minerva is based off of a pseudo-dragon, which means that despite her small size, she is a very talented caster. I explained her in-game knowledge of magic because in the realm of Astoria, it's very rare for demifauna to have education in that matter. Heck, it's rare for demifauna to be able to read, but that's besides the point. Minerva is one of 3 people in the party who can read, and one of those 3 is practically blind.
Oh god, good lord.
The other one, to be fair, the person in the party who can't read has a mind of 1. And is essentially a gender bent Tauros, but without the healing.
Alright.
She is trying to learn how to read. The Minotaur woman, whose primary thing is just, I hit it really. It's like, I am the enforcer of this party's rule of talk shit, get hit.
Mm-hmm.
She's trying to learn how to read. When last we saw of her attempts, she was on like the books you give to like a little toddler or something to help them figure out how words work.
Okay.
But yeah. The other person who has had a formal education, and the other one that can read, well, sometimes makes decisions that seem like the right call at the time, but come back to bite us later.
That's how that usually goes, isn't it?
Like sparing an inquisitor who would probably not extend us the same courtesy. So,
I feel like you're talking to somebody in the chat.
what?
Nothing, I'm just having fun. Don't worry about it.
Ah, okay. And switch to blue. Down goes the opacity. And no, not entirely Aslan. But yeah. So Minerva has her education and her assorted capabilities as a result of being a former mage's familiar.
Mm-hmm.
She was not particularly fond of this lifestyle, so she decided, you know what, I'm a leave.
Okay.
Later, turned into, well, I need to keep the lights on. I need to keep the lights on and food in my stomach somehow. Oh, hey, the Adventurers Guild is hiring. They won't ask questions. And from there, she teamed up with her current group of friends.
Is friends a loose term, or?
No. She genuinely likes them. Just sometimes their gremlin tendencies are a bit much for her.
Fair.
She is to some degree the party's can we not? If I had I was in full on damage control. If I had known that I was being fair, you were running on very little information about how the church worked. And I will not fault you for that, but we will still good naturedly, just kind of poke at. But we will still just be like, any Inquisitor that comes after us is technically your doing.
Stream NASA? What?
What?
TMZ has to stream NASA.
Nope. Don't know what it is. So, nope. Now, a thing Minerva does have to deal with, which is why she's. Oh, I'm sorry.
You're sorry, what?
I think no. The person. I think they might have ended up in the wrong place.
Oh, okay.
Well, I hope you find wherever you're going. I said it because of your voice. Oh, thank you.
Oh.
I have
Well then.
I have no idea, but thank you.
Yeah. I'll take it as a compliment.
Same. But yeah, so a thing Minerva does have to deal with that she hasn't technically told the party about yet is her previous employer trying to retrieve her.
Do the other players know about this, or should you shut up?
Oh, the other players know about it.
Okay, I was about to say, like, hey Susan.
Yeah, the other players know about the complications Minerva's backstory could bring to the party. Namely, them having to rescue her before she's sent back.
Okay. It's just one of those things where I'm just like making sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But yeah, after we deal with the current situation, we have to take our priest home to go, yeah, she's not kidnapped, she just decided she wanted to be an adventurer and phrased her note very, very poorly.
Oh Lord.
Basically, the note stating her intentions to go become an adventurer were misinterpreted as surprise, I've been kidnapped.
Oh good Lord. Whip.
You're playing
Forgot to
Cardfight
turn
right
that.
now, aren't you?
Yeah, shut up!
I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
I just forgot to turn the volume down.
It's not a bad thing if you are. I'm not gonna fault you for it. Now, the Theros crew doesn't have any gremlins. Yep, not one. Uh huh.
Oh yeah, sure.
And she has a history. So this is just. So we're very sorry, ma'am, about your child giving you a panic attack by accident. Now Minerva does have wings and a stinger-tipped tail,
Mm-hmm.
but this is to give an idea of her hair color, eye color, and mode of dress.
Okay.
So those aren't exactly going to be visible here, but her wings are big enough for her to fly.
Cool.
They don't have to be that big though, because she's small.
Right.
Like small enough an average person could just pick her up by the back of her shirt and just walk off. Like
Where are we going? Help!
we're leaving, so you stop picking a fight with the priest.
I wasn't doing that. I was just talking to him about theological theology.
We were concerned you might light him on fire.
Hide till later. I don't know what you mean.
Well, no, more like dispels magic, because she's also the party's caster.
I just feel it funny that she would use a mundane instrument to light a priest on fire. Like just toss as a match. I don't know what you're talking about.
What is up with groups you were? She didn't actually attack the priest, she just yelled at the priest.
There's a distinction.
Yep. Now, despite Minerva having to wear a lot of very backless clothing to accommodate her wings, she does prefer to wear garments with very high collars.
Okay.
Ugh. Should have the stabilizer on for this. Blech. I have a feeling that dude was supposed to come off more as a hopeless romantic, but yeah, he did come off a bit of a perv.
Context?
So, one of us in the party. So, the party had a close encounter with some undead.
Okay.
One of them did some kind of magic to one of the player characters, where it basically kind of like magically sort of phased its hand through her chest.
Oh boy.
So it's like, so we decided to go to a priest and get that looked at because, undead groping your heart is gonna have some kind of consequence.
Yeah, no, that's some Kalima shit.
Unfortunately, the priest, when she said, unfortunately, the priest interpreted, interpreted an undead touched my heart in the romantic sense and started being really weird.
Interesting.
The rest of the party just kind of went, dude, no. For it ended in the poor girl having to practically tear her shirt open to show the scar on her chest from where it stuck its hand through her. And he went,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, that ain't normal.
Oh, that ain't right.
The rest of us, ya think? Yeah, none of us really liked that priest. I get the feeling he meant well, but was just dumb.
Oh, once again, we found Toros.
And Tina was getting possessed. Okay. Fair enough. Heart fondling. Didn't expect to hear of that today. Yeah, fortunately, the damage that was done was undone before it had any massively lasting consequences. But the party still doesn't like that priest.
I wonder why.
Who was this done? This was done to Katerina, uh, Simon's character. Minerva stayed right the heck away from it. Yeah, it was just Kat and Minerva in the church, and the priest did give the feeling of being a bit dim. It was just a you mean well, but you're not that bright, are ya? And Minerva. Hey, we know. He just gave a. This dude just gave off the aura of, oh, you're a bit dim. And this outfit has a
Oh
skirt.
yeah, no, I wasn't trying to say, oh, it's Tauros because perv. I'm trying to say, oh, it's Tauros because
Dumb.
dim bulb on a priest.
And we bring the back skirt a little bit forward. um. Only once, Bubsy. uh, but yeah, the reason Minerva wears stuff with a thick collar on it is because she still has the mark of ownership from her wizard on the back of her neck.
Ugh.
And because that hasn't been removed, it could be used to send her back.
Oh, that ain't good.
And she'd really rather not.
Yeah, no, I'd really rather not either. If the priest is that much of a perv, God only knows what her wizard is.
Well, her wizard wasn't actually that bad.
Oh, okay.
He just didn't really see her as people.
Mm. So if she gets sent back, it's less like the dojins you don't talk about, and more just like, here, kitty, 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 here, girl.
Pretty much. Like, her intelligence and magical casting capability made her an amusing and useful, quote unquote, useful assistant on paper, but more definitely just a amusing pet slash test subject. Like, nothing cruel done, but just like, what does it matter? It's not people.
Mm. Here, drink this potion. What's it gonna do? Oh, it's either gonna kill you or give you fire breath. I don't know. Have you tested it? What do you think I'm doing right now?
Pretty much. Basically, She's about as important as to her previous wizard. She's about as important as a test tube.
Mm,
But pseudo dragons aren't exactly easy to come by, especially ones that are actually capable of casting. Beyond like one innate spell.
right.
Minerva is a fully fledged magic user. Oh joy, experiment. Well, Demifauna can learn magic and learn it at an easier rate than humans, and can do more with it than humans. But yeah, she is very much a unusualness. And she has become kind of a little sibling to the members of the party. Which is good news for her, because that means if her pre if somebody hired by her previous, let's just say, employer, for the sake of politeness, comes knocking, she knows she has people who are willing to help her out of this really not that great situation. And something she is sort of quietly doing on the side, and I am going to have to ask the DM about it, so I have like a
Mm-hmm.
concrete number, is to ask like what the value of her quote unquote was, so she could potentially earn enough money adventuring to get herself more fully out of that situation. But I'll need to ask the DM just how much is on the table there.
Right.
That way she has a goal, because adventuring, for Demifauna at least, pays really well because it's dangerous for practically anybody else.
Makes
because
sense.
compared to your average human, Demifauna, I'm not going to say they're better, but they are definitely better suited for hazardous career choices. Like, for example, being an adventurer. Trying to figure out how to get Catherine to adopt her. Assuming you don't run into her actual parents. But yeah. Yeah, basically, the party does know about the potential issues she could be having, and each one is trying their own way to get her out of it.
No.
For example, the Minotaur I mentioned earlier, she works in a circus where, yes, their demifauna are under contract, but the way it's written is more like your standard employee contract. The way it's been
Well,
described is
that's
that
good.
this circus runs on legal loopholes and shenaniganery.
Chicanery.
Yep. So she's thinking if we train her for circus work and she takes a contract with the circus, that negates the one held by her wizard.
Okay.
Which legally is the case. So it would work.
Mm-hmm.
But first they'd need to track down the circus again, and that's an easier said than done kind of deal.
Who knows where they've gone?
Well, it's one of those we kinda have an idea, but the postal system is a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
And I picked this style of outfit because I thought it'd be cool.
Fair enough.
There's also the issue of Kat's mother, who is apparently, in some respects, a bit like Ava's dad, so that's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
Right? And everybody everybody in the party has grown close to the little squishy. The mix of Taurus. Ugh. But yeah. For example, during Tina's mom is mostly concerned about Mumsy, what? What do acorns have to do with anything?
Acorns!
I'm confused. Acros!
Acros!
I still feel really bad for Cadmus. We left him with a mess. I have a feeling he's gonna see the party again and just go, no.
Just no to all of you.
It's like, but we're here on important business. I said no. I promise we won't cause too much misbehavior. Okay,
Can you
fine.
keep that promise?
We'll try.
Mm.
Later. So, you know how we said we'd try?
Get out of my city.
We kinda can't at the moment.
God damn it.
At least the Yeah, that is some relief that the vertically challenged Inquisitor did not get a good look at anybody as she was being yeeted off the boat. We say vertically challenged because she's around Minerva's size.
She a midget.
Yup. And she's presumably a human. So just, oh wow, you tiny. If we get our own Cadmus, I worry for his sake. Yup.
Yeah, I would too.
Excited and nervous about Friday.
Excited and nervous with nowhere to go.
And you're doing this again. Okay.
What?
Nothing.
It's a song I'm making up.
Oh.
I'm
Anything.
being creative. Let me. Yeah.
Cadmus is amazing, and we. Cadmus was our party's unfortunate straight man.
Yeah, he's just a poor, unfortunate soul.
Well, we did eventually leave.
That we did.
But not before causing him a lot of trouble.
That we also did.
For example, I wholeheartedly believe that Ava just stating everything about who she is took a solid 10 years off him. Yeah, just the party he must have had at home when we left. Although I get the feeling it was less a party and more just him just kind of like having a bath, a drink, and then just sleeping for like days. Except maybe those people were just a dream I had due to stress from being overworked. Sees the pile of paperwork. Yeah, nope, they were real. I don't think we drove him to the point of doing keg stands on wine, but when we return, we could easily put him there. Assuming the party isn't in like mega serious mode, in which case we just kind of worry him. Like I actually spoke with Cadmus's player, and he said very clearly, if the party shows up and isn't acting like how he remembers them acting, he will be very concerned. It's just like I expected unrepented gremlins. I put Inquisitor's picture in the street chat. You know what? I'm gonna go look at that. Yeah, just. Oh! Oh, you guys are being serious right now. What happened? Well,
A
which one of
lot.
us? Yeah. For a detailed list, you're gonna have to kind of go in order. You're gonna have to kind of ask each one of us individually. Because everybody had a different thing that happened that kind of broke them a little. Takis's is the most obvious. Just, I broke the curse that was on Cleo. Oh, how'd you do that?
Don't ask me
Starts
questions.
starts ugly crying. Wait, we don't talk about it.
We don't talk about Cleo, no.
Why not? Points at Takis. he doesn't handle it well. What do you mean not well? Yeah, just that poor party has seen so much nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
We fought a Hydra. We had to essentially ding dong ditch the underworld. do,
Yep.
do, do, do. Not bad. Let's see. Teacher might be a killer. Gotta save, save. Yeah, everybody in the party is stressed in some way, shape, or form. Yay! Then you have Ava, where it's like, I have been told I have a great deal of it I need to deal with. Hmm? Oh, okay, yeah, that did. Just checking. Now, time for colors. Minerva, due to growing up in a wizard's tower and never really leaving it, is on the paler side. Yup. Yup. For us, it's entirely just no. But yeah, Minerva came from a wizard's. Minerva was pretty much raised in a wizard's tower and never really left it until she absolutely had to. So she's on the paler side. Do do do. And let's just bring you over here. Let's form, resize. There we go. Okay. And do. And just have to color that in. Just color in a little strip of visible neck. Okay. Do 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 do. Why? Okay. Now. So,
Yeah.
anything you want to talk about?
I'm sorry to say, but not really.
Okay.
I've just been sitting here kind of listening.
I'll continue talking about Minerva then.
Yes, please do.
Now, I did, with the help of the DM, figure out some things regarding Minerva's parentage. So,
Yeah.
so Minerva's family is essential. Well, yes, actually. Thank you for summing it up beautifully. Minerva's paternal grandfather is a bit of a douche.
Oh.
So, Minerva's mother, whose name I still have to come up with at some point, I'll figure it out when I get there,
Mm-hmm.
was actually the familiar to Minerva's grandfather.
Okay. Oh, I see
She,
where this is going.
where do you think this is going?
Somebody fucked a dragon.
I mean, you're not wrong. I don't really like that name. I'll come up with a different one. So, cousin of yours, Philip? Oh, God.
I mean, I actually have a good name for Minerva. It's
Mother.
Mother.
Oh?
Uh, why not uh, Gaia? Since you're going with Greek mythology and everything.
That works. Although, if we want to lean full on into the mythos, I think Minerva, which is pretty much Athena but reskinned. I know the story has her emerging from Zeus's head after like the worst migraine ever. But she did have a mom whose name, I think it was Themis, something like that. So we'll go with that. And I'll figure out a name for her dad later. So, Minerva's dad fell in love with his father's familiar, the pseudo dragon named Themis. Themis in question.
Okay.
So he decided, apropos of himself, that he would purchase Themis's contract from his father, and then the two would go someplace else, marry, and live happily ever after. Because once he bought, the idea is once he purchased the contract, he could then legally declare her a free person.
Did that go exactly as planned?
Yes and no.
Good answer.
Yes, it went according to plan in that he was able to get the money together and purchase the contract and be able to do all that good stuff. It didn't go according to plan fully because Themis had already produced the egg that would become Minerva by then.
Oh. Oh.
What are you going oh about? I haven't added anything.
Oh.
Yeah, basically, one. Basically, his dad, after kind of shaking the egg around a bit, went, screw it. And sold the egg.
Oh. No.
It could have been worse.
He could have cracked that fucker open like an omelet.
Yeah. We joke that all the kind of shaking around that happened to the egg is why Minerva is so small. but but until we see her parents, there's no way to determine if that's the case.
Right.
For all we know, she just takes after her mom.
Yeah, she could.
Then the sales receipt was then burnt.
Why?
Because this man is a bastard.
Fair.
Her parents are now living somewhere more friendly to human demifauna relationships,
Okay.
and are looking for her, but it's a matter of we don't even know where to start.
Right.
Her father still travels a lot for his work, so there's a chance they'll run into each other.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, what will help this quite a bit more is now that Minerva's dyed her hair dark, ostensibly to avoid people trying to bring her back to her wizard, she
Mm-hmm.
now looks a heck of a lot more like her dad.
Hmm. Interesting.
Before that, she was kind of a copy paste of her mom.
Okay.
Like, had the same kind of reddish hair, gold eyes, that sort of thing. The eyes are staying the same because color change contacts aren't a thing, but with the darker hair, it's easier to piece together. Oh crap! Yeah, I haven't decided yet if Minerva's parents have had other kids. I'll have to figure that out at a later date.
Okie doke. I just got a weird notification from one of my card fight channels.
What did they do?
Uploaded a new video. The title of the video is LSR, which is a lyrical secret rare booba window.
Right. But yeah, suffice to say, Minerva's paternal grandfather is not the best person.
No, you don't say.
Now the question comes, what color to make the sort of cloak thing that's attached to the back of her shorts? Do I keep going with the varying shades of brown? And I'm sorry for about the phrasing. What I mean is I kind of joke about it a bit. Lyrical SR, what now? Oh boy. You get to explain that one.
Okay, sure. In Cardfight, there exists a nation of basically uh, idols called Lyrical Monasterio. And apparently, the new secret rare comes with booba window art. Let me look in announcements. Yeah, you know what?
It blue and red to signify the party.
I'll
Okay.
put it in stream chat. That is definitely a booba window.
Well, now you have my curiosity. Yup.
Isn't it though?
Yup. That is exactly what that is. So red and blue for the party. That makes sense. The back cloak is probably something she picked up later in her travels, and so doesn't have to entirely match her her very sort of brown aesthetic. And a grade 3 to boot.
Yeah, she's actually the new champion of the one of the new ride lines that they're putting in.
Which is nice.
Yeah, her new keyword is powerful.
Okay.
Not entirely sure how it activates, but her name is Coming Beauty Herminia. Herminia.
Cool. Yeah, I think I'll go with darker versions of these colors for Minerva's back skirt cloak thing. I don't even know
Yeah,
what the
great.
technical. What?
You go.
No. You were starting to say a thing?
Yeah, I was just replying to Simon. Grade 3s don't have triggers except for in Vanguard 0.
So, a card fight question has been asked, and you're the best one to answer this.
Ooh, let me see.
Why
Okay.
don't the grade 3s have triggers outside of Vanguard, outside of Card Fight 0? And how many types of triggers are there?
Okay. So the reason they don't have these effects outside of Vanguard Zero is because Vanguard Zero is operating on like Yu-Gi-Oh! Speed Duel rules. So they've just never made the grade 0 trigger units. Normally, trigger units are these grade 0 cards, and you need 16 of them in a deck. And normally, you only have about 8 grade 3s. It's a balancing thing. The types of triggers that exist, if we're going all the way back to OG Vanguard, we had crit, heal, stand, and draw. Stand is out. Stand triggers no longer exist in the newer applications of Vanguard. They have been replaced by front triggers. Heal, crit, and draw still exist.
And to answer the probably incoming question, what do these do?
Okay, sure, I can I can talk about Vanguard all fucking day. They're very self-explanatory. If you look at if you look at what they say, that's basically what they do. A heal trigger heals 1 damage. You get rid of a point of damage you've taken.
For
A critical
context,
trigger,
if you reach 6 points of damage,
you
that's
lose.
that's game over.
Yeah. So heal triggers are very viable, which is why they've restricted it to you can only have 4 heal triggers in a deck.
Right.
Critical triggers allow you to do more damage when you hit. Each critical trigger increases the amount of damage you do by 1 point. Draw triggers, you draw a card. That could not be more on the nose if it tried.
Right.
Stand triggers, if you're playing old Vanguard, stand triggers allowed you to restand a unit that has already attacked, so it can attack again.
Seems useful.
There were decks surrounding that mechanic.
Probably
Now,
using cards that had a specific effect that procced only when stood.
yep. Um Now, and the last one, the newest one, front triggers. Front triggers give power to your entire front row.
The part of the team that's going to be reaching out and smacking people.
Yeah. Your front row's usually the ones that attack. This ability came around in the Vanguard V era, where you could make more front row circles if you were playing an Axel deck. In the Overdress era, it just really promotes you to swing with your Vanguard first.
Right, because your Vanguard is very frequently your strongest card.
And the Vanguard's the only thing that can check triggers. So if you're swinging with Vanguard for your first thing, and you check a front trigger, there you go.
Yes? It did the thing again, didn't it?
Yep, and your stream was buffering for a little bit. We're good now.
Ah, okay.
Just checking to make sure it wasn't me. Have I answered all the card fight questions?
I think so, but you're more than welcome to continue talking about it if you want.
Currently, I don't have a lot to talk about because we are in a technical drought for card fight. The only news we're getting is about Lyrical Monasterio, and while that's cool, I don't want to sit here and talk about Idol Girls for 5 minutes.
Fair enough.
Because eventually that just gets creepy. I like this one! That one looks like a kid. What are you doing? It's an ability! I like its ability!
If you're ever concerned about saying that you like a card, just say, the art is adorable, but I really like its effect.
Yeah.
Adorable is like impossible to say is creepy.
Yeah. Actually, no, I can. It depends on your tone, really.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there are loads of other archetypes for card fight.
Oh boy. Okay, here we go. That's the question that'll keep me going. Get ready for a tirade. So
I'm buckling up.
Yeah, good. Please do. In the previous eras of Vanguard, and by eras we mean there have been 4 eras of Vanguard: Original Vanguard, Vanguard G, Vanguard V, and now Vanguard Overdress, which is shortened to Vanguard OD. I don't like saying Vanguard OD because that sounds like you're overdosing.
Yeah, that just doesn't sound right.
No. In Vanguard Original, G, and V, we had clans. These clans were very specific. You could only craft a deck out of one clan.
Yep.
And those clans, boy, let's see if I can run down this full list without biting my tongue. You're just going to have to give me a minute because I need to get the list up, or otherwise I'll forget, like, oh yeah, Grand Blue exists and they're a nation of pirates. So I'll forget one of them. There's too many.
Yeah. The ones I know about are Angel Feather, which was a bunch of medical themed angel type cards.
Literal nurse angels.
Yeah.
That's their entire shtick.
Whose weapons of choice were oversized pieces of medical equipment.
Yeah. Okay, so apparently Cardfight 0 doesn't want to load for me right now. There it goes. Second I start complaining about it, it can hear me.
Lyrical Monasterio used to be a clan called Bermuda Triangle, which was strictly mermaids. Yeah.
Mermaid idols.
Yeah. And they were adorable.
As they should be. They were adorable until they hit Big Booba, and that's it.
Yeah.
So
there was also Pale
I have the list,
which was like Twisted Circus themed, if I recall correctly.
Yes. Circus run by demons and monsters.
Yeah.
But I have the list. The full list of clans. The full list of clans and what they are about is thus. First, we have Gear Chronicle, Steampunk Dragons. There you go. Next, we have Royal Paladins, which are literally the Knights of the Round Table, headed up by Alfred, who is King Arthur's son in Vanguard lore.
Yep.
Then we have Kagero, Fire Dragons. That's fire bipedal dragons with Chinese weaponry. There you go.
That's what we're looking at here, folks.
And then we have the Oracle Think Tank, shortened to OTT, which is basically, hi, what if psychics was an actual profession? We ran it like a business.
Yeah, doesn't that one revolve a lot around, like, just rummaging through your deck?
Yeah, check the top 3 cards, add 1 to hand, put the rest on the bottom of the deck. Check the top 3 cards, 1 to hand, rest on the bottom of the deck, and you can stack that shit. And then we have Nova Grappler, which is mechas. But mechas in charge of wrestling.
Yeah,
I'm not joking.
Just buckle up. Things get weirder.
They do. Then we have Shadow Paladins, which is basically just the antithesis to Royal Paladins. All of the knights wear black armor instead of white armor. And we have Dark Dragons instead of Light Dragon. It's the Edgelord's deck. And then we have the Dark Irregulars, which is just a clan of freaks who go bumping the night. Literally, depending on what cards you have, you can go from a werewolf to a demon to a sexy succubus.
Yup.
We talked about Pale Moon, so next I'll get to Spike Brothers, which is literally just American football. That's it.
It's a thing.
It's a weird clan they put in there. I don't know why, but it's actually kind of powerful. Then we get to Dimension Police, which is just tokusatsu out the ass. It is literally, hi, you want the Power Rangers Megazord? Sure. Do you want Kaiju? Sure. We talked about Bermuda Triangle, and then we have Neonectar, which is plants.
Like floral knights, if I recall correctly.
That's one of the things you can do here. The petal knights, yeah, they're the floral petal knights. You can also just have this talking, walking pineapple. I'm not joking.
Sometimes, like in Yu-Gi-Oh, the cards get weird.
Yeah. There is Grand Blue, which is pirates. It's not a hard concept. There is Gold Paladin, which is Shadow and Royal Paladins. A bunch of them put beside their differences and made a clan together until Season 3 came around, and then it was just Royal Paladins reskinned.
Right.
There is Narukami, which is Thunder Dragons. It's a lot different than Fire Dragons. Why? Because lightning.
Right.
And then we have Aqua Force, which is the Navy. If the Navy had water dragons. I'm not joking. And then there's Great Nature, which is a school for furries. I'm not joking again.
Well, the artists had fun, so that's
No, they did. They did. There's like protractor tiger and measuring tape armadillo. It's interesting. There's Angel Feather, which we talked about. It's just not to be confused. Angel Feather is nurse angels.
Yeah. Nurse, doctor, like assorted medical professionals.
Also angels. Then we have Genesis, which I feel like just bit off of Oracle Think Tank. Genesis is like the Mac to OTT's Apple.
You're pretty sure they're related, but nobody's saying anything about it.
Yeah. Then we have Tachikaze. Hi, do you like dinosaurs? Have you ever wanted to strap a railgun to the back of a T-Rex? Here you go. Not joking. And then we have the two ninja clans, because there's two of them, and I don't know how to tell them apart. We have Nubatama and Murakumo. Yeah. I'm gonna read the Card Fight Zero. Cyborg dinosaurs. I'm gonna read the descriptions for Nubatama and Murakumo, but I'm not gonna tell you who's who. So the first one is the espionage corps of expert who mastered the unique martial arts and dark arts passed down in the East. To complete their missions of intelligence collection and spying, this relentless corps will not hesitate. Okay, that's a mistranslation. Will not hesitant to sacrifice themselves for their goal.
You mean hesitate?
No, they spelled out hesitant.
Well, sometimes localizations go wonky.
I know. And here's the other one. The espionage corps of experts who mastered unique martial arts and dark arts passed down in the East. Clothed in traditional costumes, these elusive ninja phantoms hunt down the target without a sound. Who's who? Exactly. And for the final two clans, we have Link Joker, which is space dragons.
And in the show, whenever that shows up, people tend to take sanity damage.
Yeah, Link Joker's the villains. They are the bad guys. They have the best aesthetic, but they're the bad guys. And the last clan is Mega Colony, Insect Mafia.
Bugs. Just bugs.
Insect Mafia.
Joker, like the card, like the playing card.
Joker.
Now, we mentioned that a type of card is often the villain. That's because in this particular incarnation of card game-based anime du jour, the cards are actually kinda sentient?
Yeah, okay. So in the lore of Card Fight, Jesus. It's kinda like Bakugan. Card Fight comes from this other planet called Cray, where all of these cards are real and alive.
Are real living things that are the art depicted on their card.
And when two people in our world who have a sufficient connection to Cray have a card fight, that is a real battle that is happening on the planet.
And things get wild.
Yeah, if you have a sufficient connection, you have this thing called psyqualia. Psyqualia is basically your brain connecting you to Cray, and 80% of the time, because psyqualia is so strong, it turns people evil.
Just and we fit a critical mass of power in your brain. Time for your crazy but evil arc.
Yeah, because psyqualia also allows you to feel the damage of a card fight as if you were the one getting hit.
To continue after that point, you have to be a little bit of a masochist, or have no other choice.
Yeah. So main character Aichi has psyqualia. in the manga and in the V series Redux, Kai has Psyqualia,
But
and
doesn't
of
use the
course,
ability a lot.
no, because he finds it cheating. Because Psyqualia can give you the answers on how to win a card fight, so he finds it cheating.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, he finds it a cheap way to win.
Right. Although sometimes the ability can just do shit on its own, if I recall correctly.
Yeah. Especially when you're not used to the ability.
Like, it's just doing things for you. It's an anime, it's got a manga, it's a cartoon. Basically, it kind of got the treatment that Yu-Gi-Oh did a little bit.
Yep. This is Bushiroad's baby. This is their highest seller, so it's getting everything. And you can watch the anime for free on YouTube.
Well, to answer your question, Simon, yes and no.
Hold on, the question hasn't popped up for me yet.
I had to approve it.
No. So the thing about feeling the damage, it that seems to only happen if a Psyqualia user wills it to happen.
Or doesn't shut it off.
No, like it happens when you card fight against Ren with yeah, I'll link card fights channel. Fucking why not?
Why do I not know these things? I'll make it a pinned comment. How about that?
I'll just go throw it over in the stream chat if you don't mind.
Go right ahead, but also put it here too, and I'll make it a pinned comment as well.
Okay. Copy. Do. Thanks.
Talking about.
Ooh.
Oh, look who showed up! As if talking about it summoned him.
What?
Check the stream chat.
Ren Suzukamori.
Yeah, like, oh, look who showed up.
Yeah. Ren Suzugamori. Fucking love that name. I love that name.
And the character strikes me as a bit extra.
Yeah, he is. Here's the thing. When Ren is not a villain, he's the best character. When Ren is the villain, oh god, run for your lives.
When he's having his evil but crazy arc, you just... nope.
And Ren is always, like, the first arc villain in both the original anime and the V series, Redux. He's the first villain because... What question about tigers?
It was you who recommended me to do this. You're crazy.
I am crazy.
Basically, there was a question earlier. Somebody had misheard trigger as tiger, and it asked a question related to either the tiger variety of tank or the tiger variety of animal, and I would prefer neither. As we were.
Tank. It's the most intimidating thing out there.
And it won't eat you.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, Ren is the one who introduced Psyqualia. Aichi has inklings of it here and there. If you're watching close enough, you can kind of see he's winning fights he shouldn't be. But Ren is the one who
is actively
says,
using it.
Hi, I'm the villain. I'm also a pretty boy anime character with long purple hair, and might be what awoken Felix's bisexual tendencies. Yeah, hey. Shut up.
I'm not laughing to try to mock you or anything. It's just like, yeah, seems legit.
Yeah. And Ren has complete control over this Psyqualia, and he has this team of card fighters who are going around and shutting down stores because you should only be shopping at Ren's store. so that he can find the strongest card fight players, so that maybe he can feel something while playing the game again. His team is called the Foo Fighters, which I love.
For reasons?
Yeah. That's his whole unit, and then there are the top 4 players in Foo Fighters, who are known as the AL4, the Asteroid 4. I don't know where the AL comes from, don't ask.
Maybe it's because of that one linguistic oddity about Japanese where R's and L's tend to sound very, very similar.
It might be. Yes, like the band, Foo Fighters. JoJo's not the only one who can pull that shit off.
Who can sandwich in way too many music references.
Yeah. So, in the original anime, we meet Ren because our 4 main protagonists, Aichi, Misaka, Kai,
and the other one.
Oh my god, Kamui. How did I forget Kamui's name?
What do they do?
They play Nova Grappler, and they're the youngest fighter, so they're mostly a little shit. His name's Kamui Katsuragi, and every time he plays, he's like, "I, the great Kamui, ride!"
It's just like, shut up.
Shut up, you're 10. Jesus.
Maybe come back when your voice drops.
Yeah, he does in G series, and he's actually a really cool guy because he's the only one from the old series that we see consistently. And he's like the age. Anyway. Yeah. So in the original series, we meet Ren and his team because our team, Quadrifolio or Q4, are going to a national tournament.
And these guys are also going to the national tournament.
Yeah, they're like national champions. This is like the 3rd time.
Doesn't he have a crush on the main character's kid sister? Yes.
Yes. Kamui has a crush on Emmy. Emmy has no idea Kamui exists.
And it's just a thing.
And there's another character, Nagisa, who is in love with Kamui. It's a running joke, and it doesn't get old.
Because let me guess, in this triangle, it's one of those, I'm in love with you, I don't know you exist. It goes both ways.
No, he actively doesn't like Nagisa.
For reasons?
He finds her too clingy. And it's actually really interesting seeing Nagisa try to become a better card fighter just to get Kamui's attention.
Halfway into the Q4 second world tournament.
Yeah, that is what happens. Aichi gets Psyqualia, starts becoming evil, starts using Shadow Paladins, and just every match he goes into, Psyqualia. But that's the descent that Psyqualia can lead you to. Eventually, Aichi gets better control of his powers by realizing this darkness and this light is a part of him, and we get Majesty Lord Blaster, and yeah, no, it's kind of like the Millennium Eye.
You're not...
Or any Millennium Puzzle.
Yes,
any Millennium item.
But Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs is a potentia for having it.
Yeah.
Except for the puzzle, it just straight up yoinks your body whenever you get into a duel.
Yeah. Yeah, Ren, it is... That's what it's supposed to show. Like, so long as Aichi uses his power, he's unbeatable. But he also becomes an asshole. And by the end of that arc, Aichi swears he's not going to use Cyqualia again until, of course, Asia Circuit comes around and we have fuckers throwing out Cyqualia in every fucking match.
So it's shit, here we go again.
Yeah, it's a if Aichi wants to win, he has to use Cyqualia. I feel like the V Series Redux handles Cyqualia better because they're going off the manga, and it does. They're going off the manga, and the mangaka didn't really feel like Cyqualia was a good storytelling implement. So for Aichi using,
it's there for the.
It doesn't tell a compelling story, is what the mangaka thought.
Right.
He likes the idea, but it doesn't tell a compelling card fight story.
Right.
It's nothing like the heart of the cards. It's a forceful thing. It can rearrange your deck mystically. So he makes Cyqualia only happen in matches where, if Aichi loses, there are stakes to make Aichi use Cyqualia.
Which makes sense given what happened the last time he threw it around like it was candy.
Yeah. So in the manga, like, he uses it like... Yeah! No! Misaka's powerful... No, it's not Misaka, it's Misaki. Misaki's powerful memory is just memory. It's just the fact that she's got a near photographic memory, so her running OTT, she can just stack her deck and eventually get back to the first card she stacked and remember, oh, crit.
Yeah, that's not Cyqualia, that's just I have a stupid good memory.
Yeah, and in V Series, there are like these Cyqualia hunters who are going around and trying to find everyone who has
this gift.
And someone sees Misaki and just thinks, that memory, could it be Cyqualia?
Nope.
And Misaki's like, nah, bitch. I just know how to count.
I just remember what I put in here.
And she remembers her opponent's cards, too. There's one fight where it looks like Misaki's gonna lose. And then she just gets really confident, and her opponent's like, why are you so confident? I have you on the ropes. And Misaki's just like, oh, you must not have been counting. You're out of triggers in your deck.
Him. Oh, shit.
Him. You're lying. No. Look at your field. Count, bitch.
Yeah, just count, you stupid.
Yeah.
Can you math?
Yeah, the only strategy casinos. Yeah, I know it is. But if you want a slightly less anime bullshit card fight anime, I would recommend the Overdress anime. God, is it beautiful? And you don't need to have watched original series, G series, the V series Redux. Overdress is its own beast. And so far, no one's got magical powers.
So far.
So far, we're only 2 seasons in.
It might crop up in somebody.
Eventually. But the Overdress anime is really good. I'll recommend that till the day I die.
Is that the one where the poor boy keeps getting forced into weird outfits by his sister?
Yes. Our main character, Yu, is very feminine looking, and his sister runs like a makeup salon, so she tests it on the boy.
Boy.
Yeah, because you use flaw in life is that he can't say no
Like,
to anyone.
like cross-dressing? At
Yeah,
some
I guess
points,
so.
probably, yeah.
No, that's like first episode.
Meanwhile, he's just sitting there going, why me?
Our main character meets most of the cast because they think he's a lost girl and they're trying to help him back home.
He's just like, I don't have the heart to tell them.
Yep.
Episode 1? Yup.
Yeah, no, literally episode 1. Literally episode 1. They put Yu in a dress, a wig, and makeup.
And shove him outside.
And there he meets our main female character, whose name I don't have off the top of my head, but I can get it. Give me 2 seconds, please. Megami. Yu meets Megami. Megami's like, sweet, a girl to talk to. I've been stuck with boys all day. Let's go shopping. And they go shopping for clothes because Yu can't say no. And then Megami takes her to her secret, to a closed down amusement park where her and her friends play Vanguard together. And that's how Yu finds out what Vanguard is. I'm not fucking with you.
That just sounds like comedy gold.
I don't think I've seen that video, but if someone thinks card game anime is negative or anything, that's their opinion, and they're welcome to have it. I enjoy card game anime. Then again, I also enjoy the Pokemon anime. I'm a huge lover of the Digimon anime. My favorite anime currently is Mushoku Tensei.
TLDR, dork.
I am. Also, but I don't think anybody will fight me on Mushoku Tensei. Mushoku Tensei was Giguk's #1 anime of last year. Just watch it. I'll force you to watch that, and we'll put it on Patreon.
Huh?
You heard me.
Okay.
Oh, Union. Unsure. I feel like Union's feminine, Yu's masculine, but Yu is definitely not masculine. So I don't know, Simon.
It's confusing. Who's Heroes Are Awakening? I leave that one up to you, buddy.
Listen. We don't talk about it here. We don't talk about sexy foxes here. But it was either Renamon or Crystal. But yeah, no, people get into card fight. Yeah, Ren, it might be that. It might be that because he's the youngest sibling of the house. Hush, Bean. He's the youngest sibling of the house, and he has 3 older sisters.
Whee! that is a topic for another day, I think.
Yeah, we'll talk about Kitsune when Susan wants to draw a Kitsune.
Yeah.
Right now, she's drawing something I don't know a lot about, so I'm just geeking out over cards. Leave me alone.
If you'd like, I can help a little bit.
What? With what?
The thing you said you don't understand?
Oh, I understand the concept. I'm just not a part of it, so I can't be like, oh yeah, remember the time where Minerva?
Fair enough. And
That's what I mean when I don't understand. I understand the concept. You're playing a game for our sponsor, Dames of Astoria. Please go check them out on their Kickstarter while I try to ignore what Bean's yelling at me.
their Kickstarter closed, but their online store does have the game available for pre-order.
Please go pre-order the game. It's a wonderful game.
Yep. Digital copies are 20 USD, and from there it escalates in price. And if you want a hard copy or a hard copy signed by the dev team,
There we go. Pitch successful. Pay us money.
I think they're shaping up for a release in this year.
Didn't you say around my birthday?
What?
Didn't you say around my birthday?
Yes, but it might come out earlier than that because they've been really cranking out versions and ironing out the bugs.
Well, there you go, ladies and germs.
Actually, I was talking with our sponsor fairly recently about that. Where are you?
Where, oh, where have the little things gone?
The goal for release is August of this year.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
Now, courtesy of Felix getting me into it, I do have a character for card fight because whenever I get into something, the first thing my brain does is make a character for it. I admit fully I have a problem.
Oh, good. You admit it at least.
Let's see. There. Oh, I forgot I forgot the socks and the boots. The boots are gonna be.
I'm sorry, I didn't notice that earlier, but now that I have, it's just like, ooh.
What?
That you didn't get the boots and the socks.
Well, I don't see problem. Yeah. But hey, at least the characters I make aren't a problem. What? Yeah, at least my hyper focus just goes to make characters for it and not buy all the shit for it. Unlike some people.
I don't know what you're talking about.
How many little Common Rider doohickeys are in your room right now?
I don't feel like that's important.
It's many.
I don't know.
Wait, what?
I don't know what you're talking about. There's nothing in my room right now.
No. I mean, wait, what? At the stream chat.
Looks at hubby?
That's where my brain went. Wait, what? Yeah. Fair enough. No.
I mean, Susan did with baked goods.
You roboted.
Oh no. I was saying that you bought your husband with baked goods.
That's not buying him. That's exercising the phrase, a way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
It's not buying him, it's bribing him.
Scalping problem. Ah. Well, that sucks. I'm sorry that people are terrible like that. No. I will still admit the look of surprise on your face, Felix, when we all went out to dinner that first evening when we were there to celebrate your birthday will never stop being funny to me.
He ate an entire pound of lasagna and then asked for more. The fuck?
Yes. He does this.
Jesus.
I warned you.
Not enough.
Fair. But
Mother
yeah.
of God.
That was kind of what was going through your head, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's like, oh God, I'm feeding kaiju.
And part of what got you was not that he just consumed the entire pound, but that it was a blink and where'd it go?
Yeah. He did not take his time. I told him it was gonna be too hot and he just dug the fuck in.
Just that is just how my husband does.
And we had appetizer salads beforehand.
Yes.
So it's not like he'd have enough food. We had appetizer salads. I think we had mott sticks, bread.
Yup.
There was enough food there. He
Yup.
should.
Yes. Emphasis on should.
Jeez, I'm roboting hard.
Yeah, but it's intermittent. You're gonna be watching this soon. When I was a kid, in a lot of ways, I lived under a rock. So, while I am aware of the movie and have seen the movie, I was little though, and that was a while ago. There are things to do with it that I'm not fully aware of, and that's fine with me.
I just forget them all.
Yep. Now the question becomes, what color do we make the socks? Let's go with black.
Sure.
Uh, dark gray. Because
Bear, bear.
in the tech level we're looking at with dames, black is a pain in the ass to make.
Okie doke.
Basically, the black dyes available at the time were very difficult to make stay in the yarn or fiber, and it would damage the fiber quite a lot due to how long it had to stay in the dye.
Mm-hmm.
Minerva's like 3 feet tall.
Okay.
Sorry, there was a question in the chat about how tall Minerva is again. How tall is she? Small. So about half the height of Kath. Yup, she is small. Compared to a lot of things, Minerva is very, very small.
Keen.
Of course, her being small doesn't make her magic small. So she's about 1.5 inches taller than Inquisitor Bonaparte without her hat. There is some small, petty part of Minerva that will be deeply pleased to discover that there's a human she's taller than. Okay. There we go. How likely? Um. Cat's mom would have to catch her first.
Mm-hmm.
And on the ground or in the air. Minerva is a quick little bugger. Yeah, with Minerva, it's just not today.
Try me, bitch.
Here she is in her sort of adventurer colors. The browns, the top, pants, socks, and boots are things she owned before joining the team, and the back cloak is something she picked up after. I will be right back to do the shading. Where are the wings? Um, since this is just an idea of hair color, eye color, and outfit, I didn't really grab the reference for her wings and tail. But I can slap those on when I come back because I need to take care of something really, really quickly. I have returned. Felix, are you still with me? Felix. Ah, oh dear. It did the thing. Ah, okay, okay, okay. Okay, my screen share blinked. Anyway, don't worry about it. We'll see how things go. Anyway, there's Minerva's wing. There's wing T. What is your character's Monster Girl classification? Well, she'd probably be classified as a dragon type due to being a pseudo dragon. Beyond that, I don't really know what her classification would be. I mean, the one you roleplay for the most part. Oh, Ariana. She is a dark mage. I would need to look up what dark mages are classified as. Ah, gotta go. Didn't answer my question. Did she sell off both swords from the board down below? I believe she sold them. I can't quite remember. It's been a while since RP has been. Date and dark red. I have an idea for it. Uh, makes sense. Uh, Felix is having technical difficulties at the moment. He might come back by the time we're done. He might not. I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there. And time for the shading. Okay. Now, let's see. I want the light coming from this way. So that means from here to around about here is going to be in shadow. I don't rightly know how one would react to the other. Um, Hi, Abby. There we go. It's a bit rough on the background part and the lighting, but I like to think I did a good job. Uh, Thank you all very much for stopping by, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye for now!